DNA one more time. Enjoying the spring weather. I'll give you all some outside podcasts for a little while.
It's really hot.
It is really very nice out here.
Hot. Okay, what you say? Whew.
But subject matter for the day is a very serious subject, something that, in my personal opinion, I think it was taken too lightly. But
The thing is, we keep letting it happen. This white teenage girl said that 3 black men kidnapped and raped her. And eventually recanted. My thing is, once she said it, she set the motion of everybody going to look for these men, and everybody's caring about her, and want to make sure these boys get justice, and a lot of people wanted to kill them and all that kind of stuff. What if she had decided to go as far as finding 3 black guys together? There they are, and these boys have no idea what's going on. They come picking them up and they treat them like crap, and they beat them up, and it got too far. What if it had gotten too far to where some of those boys had lost their lives because these people, she said, there they are. What if there wasn't the cops that saw them first, some other guys that saw them first and decided to get them, and they, she should be put under the jail for what she said, for what she did, for even thinking something like that. We let a lot of stuff go because of the color of skin. That it should have nothing to do with color. You were about to have 3 innocent young men go to jail for something this game you wanted to play, because that's all it could have been. It couldn't have been nothing else, but you wanted some attention. It's still a game. You playing a game with some people's lives, and they have no idea. They don't know the rules. They don't know nothing. They just know that they're about to get picked up for something you decided to say. Oh, well, today I want to say that 3 black men kidnapped me and raped me. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. You should be under the jail. That's this way. This won't happen anymore. These little girls keep getting away with this stuff, and it goes way back. It ain't like it just started happening. This goes way back. What makes you think it's okay to do something like that? I am really upset because I have 3 boys, and that would have pissed me off if they had been walking together one day and they got picked up for something like that, and I know that's not even in them. There would be nothing I could say, because it would be your word against their word, and they're just little black boys, and it shouldn't matter what color they are, because if my daughter blamed 3 white guys for raping her, I'd be pissed off. I would be pissed off. And if I found out later that it didn't happen, I'd be pissed off, and I'd be pissed off at my daughter. I'd be apologizing to the boys, and I'd be pissed off at my daughter, and I think she should serve time for that. So I think that girl should serve time, and any other girl that decides to say something like that ought to serve time. That's a big deal. You don't do that to people. I'm done. I can't. I'm done. Don't matter the color.
first of all, like I said, rape is something that anyone who has been a rape victim, I've never experienced it. I don't know anybody firsthand that's experienced it, but from my knowledge of the crime, it's a hate crime. It's a heinous crime. You taking something that's the most personal part of you that you share with somebody, during times of intimacy. This is the closest that you can get to someone in a physical state. Not to mention, the mental scars that, rape victims have, the long-term effects, that hinder them in life, everyday life, in their relationships with family, friends, loved ones, significant others, things like that. I don't think that that's something that should be taken lightly. I don't think the punishment was justifiable for the crime. You might have some people who say, when the smoke cleared, nobody got hurt. You know, if you want to break it down to brass taxes and talk facts. Okay, nobody physically got hurt. No black men were convicted, or it was a lot of blogs put out. It was a lot of hate mongers that came out, and
The
you
true
know,
nature of people came
it
out.
was a whole lot of negativity towards black people, openly and honestly, you know, based on a lie. Now, as you said, this is not the first time this has happened. Okay, the Central Park rapes that took place when I was younger, in New York City, where a white woman was jogging in Central Park and said that 6 black teenagers raped her. Well, these young boys got, wrangled up and, were tried, convicted, and sentenced in a flash. Served time. I don't know exactly how much time they got, but they served time. And after some time in jail, the woman that made the accusation recanted her statement. And, the, the boys were let out of jail. But the damage was already done. You know, you can expunge my record. You can give me an out-of-court settlement. Yeah, okay. That's can't replace the nightmares that them boys had to endure being young teenagers and then being marked as rapists in the penal system. The mental torment they had to, endure, the physical torment they had to endure. In jail, only the strong survive. The weak get taken. And you taking young boys, just teenagers, and you putting them in jail with grown men because they was all sentenced, tried as adults. You go back years and years later, of course, Emmett Till was beat, murdered, disfigured because a white woman said he whistled at her. Years later, she recanted.
Many years.
Like right before she died. That's not helping.
It also makes it where a woman that is actually raped, she says she's raped, it's going to be harder to believe her. You want to believe every time a woman says that this has actually happened. Now you're going to look back and say, you may start saying, okay, we're going to need a little more evidence. We're going to need, you standing there probably looking like somebody took you. And they're going to be like, well, we're going to need a little more evidence.
Well,
it's already enough that a woman who actually is raped has to go into court against the guy that raped her and say this. Once you go into court and have to get on stand, you're being raped all over again. So these women that are pretending to be raped need to be in jail for that, because the act itself is worse than you sitting in court pretending like you were, and then you say, well, it really didn't happen. Well, you really are going to jail because you shouldn't have done that.
You talking about the effect on a lot of people's lives. When rape is introduced into somebody's life, or the allegation of, I feel like if the judicial system is supposed to be, correct, there should be no, she says she raped me, you get arrested. No, if she says she raped you, then you shouldn't be arrested. I feel like you should be taken, first of all, if it can be proven that it's a possibility that y'all was even together, number one.
Right.
Number two, whether or not it was consensual, if there was any sex at all. Number
Right.
three, then you do whatever test you need to do. you know, and you find out. You don't just take somebody to jail and throw them in jail and then let this young lady go to the hospital and they do a rape kit on her and they take statements and they do that. You know, they're trying to take care of this young lady. Meanwhile, the accused is languishing in jail. You know, and according to the law, it's supposed to be you're innocent until proven guilty.
That's
When it's
right.
exactly the opposite. You know, if you're taken to jail and you detained until you get a court date, then you are guilty in the eyes of the law. You know, I mean, unless you roll up and it's a dead body there, a decapitated corpse, and you holding the head of the victim in your hand and a bloody knife, that's pretty much proof that you did it. You know, if somebody says, "Oh, he raped me," you know, you go lock them up, take them to jail. It was an accusation made by who? I don't know her.
Right.
You know, false accusations need to be made. You know, there need to be more severe penalties. You know, if you rape somebody, you get 3 to 5.
Yeah.
If you falsely accuse somebody of raping you, you should get 3 to 5.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know,
You just rape them.
yeah. You know, you taking something away from them. Once you are accused as a rapist, molester, anything like that, society views you different.
Yep.
You know, society views you completely different. It's hard for you to get neighbors, make friends, get a job.
Yep.
You know, it's always hushed voices and whispers around you. If you're lucky.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not, then they just out front with it. You know, but making false accusations like that, there should be consequence more stern than a Class B misdemeanor. You know, that's the equivalent of.
Yeah.
But you could have ruined 3 young men's lives, not counting, you know, the ripple effect of what it'll do to their family, their friends, their community.
Yep.
You know, and that's something else too. I also feel like she should be charged with a hate crime because by you saying there was a rape involved, that's a hate crime. Then by you saying there was a rape by 3 black men, now you trying to racially incite a riot.
Yep.
On an unrest between, you know, you're trying to start a race war.
And you saying, okay, well, she was just a teenager doing something stupid, you know.
Well,
no, I don't care. You're punished. Even when you're a baby, you get punished for things you do wrong. She needs to be punished for
She
that.
knows better. By saying something like that in this day and age,
Yeah, she ain't
the
that
way things are
stupid.
going on, she is not naive. She's not stupid. She knew exactly what she was saying. You know, I feel like there should be more charges, and I feel like it should be, you know, a sterner set of charges. You know, to deter people from doing this, because this is something that's been going on. You know, not just black men. You know, if a woman makes a false rape accusation, that's a game changer. You know, and I feel like there should be sterner consequences for those people that do that. That's my opinion. We know how you feel.
Yeah.
You know, please post a comment. You know, subscribe, check us out. Let us know what you think. Let us know how you feel. You know, we outside. Keep telling you, we're on this ball together. Enjoy the sunlight all day long. Till next time, which will be in a few minutes. DNA, signing out.